Welcome back. It is Tuesday morning and this is qualifying round number 5 of four-wheel drive, the top heat, heat 14. This is going to be a particularly interesting qualifier because wait till you hear the points in the top 10 at the moment. We've Davide Ongaro on 0 points with 3 TQs and 1/8. Second is Michael Orlowski with 8 points. He's got a TQ, a second and a 6th, so huge potential for taking it up a notch and securing that second position on the grid. Third, Dustin Evans on 12 points. Dustin Evans, 12 points with a 5, a 5 and a 2. Fourth place, Rivkin, 14 points. In fourth place, 14. Normally in the UK, 14 might see a BQ back to the A final. He's got a 6, a 3 and a 5. Fifth, Bruno Coelho, 16 points. A 7, a 3 and a 6. Definite room for improvement there in heat 13. Sixth, Brock Champlin with a 9, a 4 and a 4. Also room for improvement. Fend, 7th with 20 points. A 15, a 2 and a 3. He is in the battle for second on the grid for sure with Orlowski, if he can make it work. Then we have Kerrup on 21 points in 8th. A 3, a 4 and a 14. Unbelievable. 9th, Cole Tollard, 23 points, 7, 7 and a 9. He is a possibility for getting knocked out of the A. And Tater Sontag in 10th, a 2, a 12 and a 10. So 24 points in 10th place at the minute. Now do remember, this is 3 rounds to count, not 2. This is 3 rounds to count. So it's not like the Euros. Now let's pick out some people from the list. This is they're just doing their warm-up. They get 2 laps to warm up. I'll put focus out this way while I'm having a look at more results. Ty Tessman in 11, 26 points with a 4, an 8 and a 14. Big room for improvement. 12, Aidan Horn, a 10, an 11 and a 7. Probably not looking at an A final. 13th is Cavallari, 31 points, a 13, an 8 and a 10. Probably not looking at an A. But here is somebody who could squeak in. Jorn Neumann, 33 points with a 16, a 5 and a 12. So massively spread out at the top. We want to watch Davide Ongaro and we want to watch Michael Orlowski. And I think yesterday I was a little bit too hard talking about the centre diff battle, because Michael then totally proved me wrong by putting in a TQ run. So it is different how the 2 cars attack the corner. Now Ongaro is over. That puts Orlowski first on the road. So as it's been pointed out, the centre diff gives a braking advantage because as the front right wheel gets a certain amount of loading, the centre diff allows a matching loading out in the rear left wheel. So you get this very balanced braking, but you don't get the lift out of the corners and you don't get the direct feeling of drive. So there's nothing between them. I didn't want to come across like I was saying that the Schumacher should have it for centre diff. That's not what I was saying. I was just pointing out the differences. So what I can tell you now is Michael Orlowski lucky to get away with that. Michael Orlowski has got past Davide Ongaro after a mistake, but Davide doesn't have the pace to reel in Michael. So is this what we're going to see in the A finals? It's close as Ongaro lets Fend through, and as you remember from when we were calling out the points, Fend needs a serious result, and at the minute he leads the heat, even though Orlowski is first on the road. So And we've seen Fenn run very, very quick, but the mistakes have crept in. Could be a little bit of pressure. Could be just the mental game needs to be worked on. And you can really see Fenn now. Orlowski probably going to have to yield to Fenn if this gets any tighter. A bobble by Fenn gives Orlowski a tiniest bit of breathing room. Oh, very, very close to the host now. Really, he's got to let him through, and he does. So, what can Fenn keep it going? This will be big for him. Car is loose at the back. It looks terrible over the bobbles, or unless he's just going a little bit too quick. But it looks very fast everywhere else. The back of the car, to me, looks over-damped. Now, that could be the effort to try and get forward drive and stabilise the car into power. That could be all on purpose, of course. But well, that is not great. Fenn just got sideways out of the corner and was collected by Orlowski. That is just a racing incident, I would say.
3:30 down and 1:30 still left to go.
So it's Orlowski. It's actually Marcus Kerup now that leads the heat. If I can try and see the results. Will we have a look at Marcus if we can see him? So there's 4 minutes down, 1 minute to go. Let's try and pick up. Here is Marcus Kerup on the back straight. Marcus must have had a pretty clean run so far. So Orlowski had a very clean run as well. I suppose just a little bit of time lost with Ongaro and Fenn. I can't quite see what the advantage is, but Kerup still leads.
30 seconds left on the clock.
So can the European champion, mistake from Kerup, unfortunate. That lets Sontag through. We'll try and pick it up at the end of the lap and see, did that knock him off? But his car appears to have got slower. He still leads the heat. Car looks good through the bubbles. As I was saying, the four-wheel drive European champion doing a great job. So according to the screen, Marcus Kerup takes the heat. That is fantastic. On a 16.511. So the track considerably slower than yesterday. We saw this, like the misters were on overnight, and the surface quite damp, even though the practice run has been done. Let's see if we can see that. So it's Kerup on a 16.511. So considerably slower than yesterday, over 10 seconds. Big thanks to Schumacher, Rude Bits and FF Racing. Have to get rained on. Really couldn't be here without them. Thank you so much, guys, for your support. And if you watch our channel and like what we do, please support our sponsors, because, you know, we're trying to expand, we're trying to get some better cameras, we're trying to get, you know, generally improve things. Hopefully you've seen an improvement this year. We're going to try and keep the trend going, and those guys do well, they help me out. So it's like, you scratch my back and they'll scratch my back and you scratch their back type of thing, if that makes any sense at all. So this is heat 13, and I think this man here, let's just check out Bruno again. How many points has Bruno got? Where's Bruno gone? There he is. Bruno currently with a 7, a 3 and a 6 in 5th place. Bruno has the mustards to do it, the current four-wheel drive world champion. But we're going to break here, and there will be a new video for heat 13. I think it's an important one to watch. Come back to us.